graduated from Rowan University in the spring of 2022 with a sports communication and media degree. I got to actually call minor league baseball and G League basketball games while I was in school. And then I graduated, and as soon as I graduated, I went to NFL Films in Mount Laurel, New Jersey. And as much as I loved that experience, I missed putting on the headsets. I decided, you know what, talk is cheap. I have a laptop that's in my house, and so 21 months later, here we are, still on YouTube, calling games and building an incredible loving community on here with the people that I call my Philly freaks with a capital P and a capital H. We go live for every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game, and we do it like old school radio play-by-play style. I'm Jason Joseph, and this is Play-by-Play with JJ.
I showed a swung on barrel. Get out to right field. Bye-bye baseball.
That baby is long gone.
All right, we're late. Sorry about that. But we are all ready to go. Sixers down 18-16. Do have to fix one thing real quick, and I will make sure that I do that. There's 3 minutes and 35 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Surprised that we're actually here this early. I did not expect that. And we have a timeout taken by Chris Finch and the Minnesota Timberwolves. So that actually kind of helps us a little bit. So I appreciate that. He was probably like, you know what, JJ's probably coming on here, so let me just give him a little timeout, a little bit of time to just catch up on things, you know. Let's try to do that. Let's be a little bit nice to JJ because guess what? He's coming out of here. You know, he was doing some Phillies baseball. So let's try to get him back into the groove a little bit and get him into basketball mode. So that's what he's doing for us, and I appreciate that very, very much. All right, let's put on our NBA ticker. We're going to do that. Select all, and then unselect these guys. And we will refresh this. Where is it? Okay, that's better. And NBA scores, we're going to change that to NBA scores. Oh, man. I think that we're all good. I do. Here's our scores. And then we'll change this guy. Oh, where is it? How do we interact? No. How do we do this? Aha. Interact. And then go to this game right here. Okay. We'll take a look at the tank-a-thon standings in just a little bit. JJ, what are your thoughts about a Dembona? Okay. All right. So let's get into basketball mode because I wanted to make sure that we were all set and we were all ready to go. I like a Dembona, okay? My issue this whole entire season has been that Nick Nurse, I have a lot of issues, but Nick Nurse was fine with playing Andre Drummond for a very long time and just, you know, on Dembona comes into the NBA as a pretty good rim protector, right? A very good rim runner. The Sixers have not had a good rim runner in God knows how long. And, well, the 76ers, wow, this is really embarrassing. The Sixers really just didn't play him a lot. And that really frustrated me a lot of the times because there were times where we're watching the offense out there and we're like, well, if a Dembona's out there, if a Dembona's playing, well, the offense will be flowing a little bit better. Because, again, you don't have an old guy who just can't rebound anymore, just playing the amount of minutes that he's playing. You know what I mean? Like, that doesn't make any sort of sense. So I think that they've totally misused him throughout the whole entire season. I'll give you a comparison here. The way that Edmundo Sosa is utilized in the Phillies is how the Phillies have utilized a Dembona. Is how the Sixers have utilized a Dembona. Really. It's just that bad. And it's sad because he's young, because he has a lot of talent, and all that type of stuff. Sixers taking on the Timberwolves. The Timberwolves are 45-32. They have to win their games if they want to try to get a higher seed in the tank-a-thon standings. I hope that makes sense, though. Please let me know down below. Randall with the first free throw. It's no good. So the Sixers are 23-54. They're trailing by 2 points so far. Each team has called a timeout. There's 3 minutes and 15 seconds left to go in quarter number 1. Randall's at the line. 3 points for him tonight. 1 assist, and is shooting 1 for 3 from the line as the foul shot by him is up and in.
Excellent.
But yeah, let me know what your thoughts are down below. I'm just here because I love your channel from the Philly streams. Oh, I appreciate you, Crowley. There's a little alley-oop pass that's up and in by Colin Castleton. Holy cow. Lonnie Walker IV had a nice little pass to Colin Castleton. Here's a catch-and-shoot 3 by Dante DiVincenzo. He did that a lot last year against the Philadelphia 76ers. And Grimes comes up with the rebound. Grimes was also teammates with Dante. Knicks did not utilize him the best way that they possibly could, though. Walker, catch-and-shoot 3. Bullseye! He knocks it down. Just from the near wing. A line drive 3 by Lonnie Walker IV. Former Mr. Pennsylvania going at it. Here's Randall with a layup inside, and he ties the game back 21-21. So the Timberwolves and the Sixers taking on one another. There's 2 minutes and 20 seconds to go in quarter number 1. A catch-and-shoot 3 by Edwards. Way too strong. And a rebound goes to Minnesota. Timberwolves are in their dark blue and neon green uniforms. They got the neon green letters bolded on the outside part, right underneath the letters. On the front side, 23 points for the Timberwolves and 21 for the Philadelphia 76ers as Randall buzzes on past Lonnie Walker IV, and he makes a driving layup. Edwards goes inside, outside over to Grimes. Grimes looking for some help as he drives it towards the baseline. Swings it outside to Walker. 2 seconds left on the shot clock. Hood Schifino with a half-court shot. Puts it up. Can't put it on in. And a shot clock violation called against the Sixers. This is the one thing about the Sixers this year is that when you talk about the play calling from Nick Nurse's perspective, it's been so bad because, again, they're just not able to run those, like, they're not able to run any sort of plays like they were last year when Nico Batum was just breaking through screens, cutting back door. They're not doing a lot of that this year. And that's also very frustrating, too. There's a little layup that's up and in to make it 25-21. So I don't like how this team doesn't have any sort of consistency at all whatsoever. And part of it's because guys are getting hurt, but also just we're not playing good team basketball, and we don't have a head coach that is just keeping them in check. Here's Castleton with a little layup inside, and it's good. DiVincenzo trying to respond on the other side, and he does. He fizzled and buzzed his way over towards the lane and got a reverse layup. Grimes driving it downhill. A kick out to Castleton. One more to Hood Schifino as the runner's up. It's blocked by Naz Reid. And outlet pass from Dante DiVincenzo to Randall. And they'll give it back over to Nickel Alexander Walker. So it's Randall, Reid, DiVincenzo, Alexander Walker, and Clark all out there for the Timberwolves. Now they're just toying with the 76ers. Randall on the outside, a step back 3 over Grimes. Bad shot, and Castleton rebound. Outlet pass to Quentin Grimes, who's driving it over on the Sixers offensive side, but they're going to just try to reset here at the logo. There's 1 second differentiated in the shot clock from the game clock. 27-23, Minnesota leads it by 4. 1 second differentiated in the shot clock from the game clock now. Walker steps back, lets it fly for a three-pointer. No. And rebound goes to DiVincenzo, and that's going to wrap up quarter number 1. So the Sixers down by 4 points. It's 27-23 as we go into quarter number 2. So, folks, let me ask you this. Okay, if you were to tell me one thing that has, if you were to tell me one word that has defined this Philadelphia 76ers season, please tell me what that word would be and why. I think that if I were to pick one word out of the dictionary to describe this Philadelphia 76ers season, it has to be baffling. You spent all this money on Paul George. You spent all this money on Joel Embiid. Even when you knew that he wasn't fully healthy. and yet you still can't find ways to win. The owner is baffling. The president of basketball operations has made a lot of baffling decisions. The head coach has made baffling decisions. And the players themselves. I mean, I like Justin Edwards. Cute. Adem Bona, cute. Kelly Oubre, great player. Let's be real, though. Let's be real with ourselves. Has Tyrese Maxey, even when he was fully healthy, did he have a great season? I'm not trying to bash the kid. I love Tyrese Maxey. But let me know. Do you think Maxey really had a good season? Really think about it. Crowley says, I saw people saying that the Sixers should fire Morey and Nurse. Well, I am under the impression. See, Daryl, it's weird because spreadsheets work when you're trying to scout for talent in the draft. Right? Numbers can tell you which guy can be strong, which guy can do really well. But when you're using AI to help you make decisions based off of free agency, how much money you're willing to spend, getting Paul George on that type of a deal was not the right move. And he has said several times, he's come out to the public and he said that he has used AI to make those types of decisions with free agency. This would never happen. But Daryl Morey would be phenomenal in the scouting department. But he's not going to be willing to take that pay cut, obviously. 27-23 as we start off a brand new quarter. Sixers have Grimes, Edwards, Bona, Bagley, and Jalen Hood-Schifino out there at the same time. People wanted Paul George at the time. I can't blame just Morey for that. And you know who you got to blame? You got to blame for the guy that signed his paycheck, right? 27-25 as Hood-Schifino just made a 21-foot step back, Jay. And so it's 27-25. Minnesota still has the lead. Alexander Walker buzzing past his defender. Goes up with a layup inside. And makes it a 4-point lead for Minnesota. Back and forth we go. Edwards to Hood-Schifino. And a screen coming from Adem Bona. Hood-Schifino off the screen for a three, and that's way off the mark. Didn't even hit the rim. Outlet pass off the rebound from Conley over to Alexander Walker. And Mike Conley with the vision. The beautiful court vision, and Alexander Walker just caught it like he was a wide receiver and took it right over to the cup. 31-25. Sixers down by 6, and there's another turnover by Philadelphia. It's Grimes who stepped out of bounds. I like Quentin Grimes, I'll tell you that. I'm a big fan of Quentin Grimes, but, you know, it's been a weird season. It's been a very weird season. I like Jared McCain, too. Grimes will get it back for the Sixers. Hood-Schifino back to Edwards for three-pointer. No, Grimes tracks down the offensive rebound, takes it back outside towards the far corner, and I'll pass it over to Hood-Schifino at the logo. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Edwards with the ball. Step back ISO. It's blocked by Gobert. Adem Bona gets it back, though. Puts up a shot, and that's blocked, too, and it goes out of bounds. It'll be Minnesota ball. Let's see. Literally most of the Sixers fan base wanted Paul George. Yeah, it's disappointing, but we can't just say when we want stuff to blame the GM when it doesn't work out. I'm with you, but we paid him a lot of money, and that's what I don't like. I'm with you with the Paul George thing. Yes, the fans did want him because he was the best free agent available. But the amount of money that we signed him, that's like a Tobias Harris contract 2.0. That's the thing that I don't like about it. Well, would he have taken a pay cut, I guess is the argument? Probably not. And maybe you're right. Maybe I'm just looking at it like, well, I kind of did want him, and now I'm suffering the consequences. Maybe you're right. Maybe you just answered that question for me. Conley on a catch-and-shoot three-point shot. That's good to make it 36-25. And Minnesota leads it by 11, and Nick Nurse goes back to the drawing board. Because most of the Sixers fan base would have made the same mistake signing PG2. That's what he was projected to sign at, though, at the time. And fans were okay with it, says Crowley. Yeah, I guess that where I stand with the Paul George thing, when I really do think about it, is just I thought that we were going to be getting a dog. And clearly, was he hurt at times? Yes. But also, my man was focusing on his podcast a lot. And when you have that type of a platform, it's cool. But again, with great power, as they say in Spider-Man, comes great responsibility. And so, with Jared McCain posting on TikToks, if he's struggling, we're not okay with it. If he's playing pretty well, by all means. By all means. Do what you want. Go to Chick-fil-A. Go anywhere you want. The city is yours as long as you play well and you produce. That's what matters at the end of the day. But when we hear that you're not putting in work at the gym, right? When Paul George says, I'm finally going to quit my podcast right now. We're going to put it on the side. You know why that is? It's because it's a bad look when you're not playing well. It's a bad look. So, when I really do think about it, is Daryl Morey fully at fault for the Paul George thing? No. Because, yes, you're right. The fans did want him. You're right. The fans did want Paul George. Most of them did, whether they want to accept it or not. My issue, though, is on Paul George. They did pay him a lot of money. But my issue is on Paul George. I do have a problem with them extending Joel Embiid, though. That is legit. Because they knew that he was not fully healthy. And they also had another year to do this. If he came back this year and he balled out, they could have waited until next year to do the extension. But we didn't think that he was going to be fully healthy this year. And we gave him the money anyways. That's fraudulent behavior. Correct, Bernie. 36-25 is the score. Minnesota does lead it by 11. And there's 9 minutes left to go in quarter number 2. Alexander Walker distributes it outside over to Naz Reid, who drives it downhill, and he gets the ball blocked, but it goes out of bounds. Marcus Bagley got the block, and Naz Reid is going to inbound the basketball. Malpractices, Bernie. Yes. 1,000%. 1,000% agree with you there. By the way, the Timberwolves are 7 for 10 from the line. Sixers have not even shot a free throw as of yet. Reed for a 3. No, that's Naz Reid. Remember when the Sixers had Paul Reed? Spelled differently. That's R-E-E-D. Naz Reid is R-E-I-D. Here's Gobert on a putback slam, and he throws the house down. Rudy Gobert showing off an 11-0 run by Minnesota. Disgusting. Grimes with a shot. He puts it up, and he's fouled. Got fouled pretty hard by Clark. Clark only averaging 4.5 points per game. Also 1.3 rebounds per game as well. Was the 7th to last draft pick back in 2023. Played at UCLA. And he's 6 feet 4 inches tall, 205 pounds too. And he's shooting 48% from the field this season. Grimes is at the line. First one, it drops on in. And the Sixers down by 12. But yeah, the whole Joel Embiid thing, I don't think that there was any sort of disagreement there. That's on him, and that's on Josh Harris too. Right? It's on all of those guys. Foul shot number 2 by Grimes. He puts it up and puts it on in. By the way, Sixers money line tonight, plus 1,800. 38 points to 27, 8:15 left to go in quarter number 2. There's a shot that's up by Minnesota. No. Grimes dumps it into no man's land, but there's a three-pointer by Nickel Alexander-Walker, and he can't knock it down. It goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Sixers. Thought Grimes was going to dump it off over to Bona because there was a chance that he could have gotten a rebound there, but he didn't do that. And then just terrible heads-up basketball by the Sixers there after they couldn't track down the rebound. Yabusele will step back on in for Adem Bona. What are your thoughts about Guerschon, man? Do the Sixers try to keep him, or do we pay? I think we should pay Quentin Grimes first. I do. All right, there's a shot. That's no good. Grimes rebound. He'll try to go coast to coast. He'll actually kick it out over to Walker. Why did he do that? I don't know. Yabusele bounce pass over to Grimes. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. They'll swing it around the timeline. Edwards is over on the far wing. He has to shoot it. What's he going to do? He's going to ISO. He's going to step back. He knocks it off over to Guerschon Yabusele, and Yabu can't get the shot off, and it's going to be a shot clock violation. There were actually 8 seconds left on the shot clock when I was first talking, so I apologize about that. But that is the 3rd shot clock violation that I've seen so far. And again, is it a credit to Minnesota's defense? Part of it, yes, but part of it also just goes to the lack of creativity that the Sixers have had this season on offense. Oof, man. Stoney, what's up, Stoney? How are you, my friend? Tuning on in over on the vertical stream. Appreciate you. 38-27. Minnesota leads it by 11. Dante catch and shoot 3 was backpedaling as soon as he fired it. He thought he had it. And Walker comes up with a rebound for Philadelphia. That's Lonnie Walker the 4th. I don't like it when that happens because then, like, once you miss your shot, it's just really bad. Yabusele with a backdoor cut towards the basket. And Hunchafino throws it down. 38-29. Philadelphia trails by 9 with less than 7 minutes to go in quarter number 2. Minnesota loses the ball. Bad pass at the top of the key from Clark. And Naz Reid lost it as the ball went out of bounds. Ooh, agreed, Crowley. But the league has to approve it. And even though it is clearly medically necessary, Adam Silver hates us. If we can get PG balling a little next year, we could trade him. Embiid could medically retire if the surgery doesn't work. But my question to you, Bernie, is why would he retire? Because he wouldn't be guaranteed this money for life that he's getting now. So why would he retire? Is my question. Maybe there is a reason why. Here's Butler on the drive to the basket. Underhanded scoop. He knocks it down. 38-31. Jared Butler, a guy that the Sixers got at the deadline. This guy could actually have very good rotation minutes next year for sure. Another catch-and-shoot three-pointer by DiVincenzo. That's what he does. He knocks it down from the near corner, wide open as far as the eye can see. 41-31, 6:05 left to go in the second quarter. And a layup, no good by Philadelphia. Another rebound by Ant-Man. Anthony Edwards back out there for Minnesota. 8 points, 1 assist in this game for him as well. Edwards goes behind the back on the dribble. Dumps it off to Reed for a catch-and-shoot trifecta. And Lonnie Walker comes up with the rebound again for the 76ers. It's Lonnie Walker the 4th. Walker gets some daylight. Atop of the key, three-point shot off target. And DiVincenzo tracks down the miss. 5.5 minutes left to go in quarter number 2. The Sixers getting outscored 14-8 so far in quarter number 2. They're just shooting 3 for 15 from downtown. Really, really bad. And again, Reed will try to hand it off over to Bagley. It's dumped and stripped away by Yabusele, stolen by Butler. Butler rewarding Yabusele as he goes down Broadway and makes the 2, and he'll go to the line for 1 more. Wow, nice play by Guerschon. His dunks are really explosive. Sixers have done a better job out in transition, but You know, the one thing that I don't think a lot of people talk about with just their regular season struggles is that they were not a good team. We knew that they weren't a good team rebounding-wise, but they struggled so much out in transition this year. Part of the reason why was because they couldn't get a lot of rebounds. The and one by Guerschon, got it.
Excellent.
All right, 41-34, 5 minutes to go in quarter number 2. Thank you all so much for rocking with me. I appreciate you all so much. Here's a 2-point shot that's good by Minnesota. Again, it's 43-34, less than 5 minutes left to go in quarter number 2. Hood Schifino operating over at the nail, dumps it off over to Jared Butler. A lot of dump-off passes by the Sixers. Not just in this game, but throughout the whole entire season. Butler with a bad pick as it's picked off by Dante DiVincenzo. And we have another foul called. That's going to go against Minnesota. And DiVincenzo chirping. Other scores around the NBA. Well, we have one final score, and that is that the Knicks were able to beat the Atlanta Hawks 121-105 out in Atlanta at the State Farm Arena. And then the Memphis Grizzlies, they won 36-34, or sorry, they're up 36-34 in the second quarter with less than 5 minutes to go in quarter number 2. Appreciate you all so much for being on here. Butler back to Hood Schifino for a catch-and-shoot three-pointer. Again, shot clock was ready to expire. Bad shot. And DiVincenzo rebound for Minnesota. Russell again. Or Randall again. Tried to go up with a shot, and he's fouled. Had to take off the hat. Reed trying to get his defender down low on the block. And we have another foul called on Bagley. If you're still rocking with me, hit that thumbs up button. Or sorry, not only hit the thumbs up button, but give me a Y down low as well. First free throw, no good by Naz Reid. Don't forget to like and don't forget to subscribe to the channel as well. Got 8 likes. We actually got 14 likes, excuse me. Appreciate it. Foul shot number 2. Up, and in.
Excellent.
44 points for Minnesota, 34 for the 76ers. Walker operating on the outside again. They've been putting him in a lot of pick-and-roll spots. He'll try to go up with a three-pointer, and he connects. Just on the outside. 44-37. 76ers trail by 7 with 3:20 left in quarter number 2. Reed will dump it back off over to Nickel Alexander-Walker. The ball gets knocked loose and stolen by Lonnie Walker, the 4th. Walker getting in rhythm, passing it to Hood Schifino for a 3. What a pass by Lonnie Walker. And Jalen Hood Schifino hits the tray from the near corner. Timeout by Chris Finch and the Minnesota Timberwolves. Okay. 44-40. All right, chat. Chat, here's another question for you. If you were to ask one 76er a question this year, if you were to ask one 76er a question, who would you ask the question to, and what would the question be? I'm trying to get creative with these questions, man, because I think that there's some funny stuff that we could say, and there'd be some funny answers. Low key, I would ask Jared McCain what his favorite TikTok was from this year. But on the court basketball wise, my question would be to Nick Nurse And I would ask him, why weren't we able to rebound the ball like we should have this year? Actually, let me rephrase that question. I would ask Nick Nurse, if he were to coach this team the way that he did this year, what would he change? What would he change? What would he change? Bernie says, I'd ask Nick Nurse how he hasn't developed an alcohol addiction coaching this team. That's funny. It's funny. That's hilarious. Seriously, though, when you really think about it, that's how down we are. At this point, we can't even, kick and scream. We've accepted defeat, and we're at the point now where it's like, well, what else can we do? I'm looking at this crowd at the Sixers Stadium. I'm looking at this crowd, and I'm like, there's nobody here. There's nobody here. I'd be shocked if there were 2,000 people in attendance tonight. I'd be shocked. So again, who wants to watch them? Who wants to come to their games? It's crazy. Here's Rudy Gobert on a little tip back, and he puts it up, and he puts it on in. I just can't imagine having prone from a contender to actively tanking. It's got to be demoralizing, says Bernie. Yeah. That's a legit question. It's funny how you put it. But man, is that sad. Jaden McDaniels. Former 76er Jaden McDaniels? I forgot that he was on Minnesota, right? Or is that... No, that's not him. That's his brother. Jalen McDaniels. I forgot. That's the guy who played with us. Timbo, let's win by 17. Anthony points 17. Oh, you need Anthony Edwards to score 17 points? That could happen. That probably will happen. Especially against this team. He should probably score 35. Walker on an island all by himself is able to pass it around the timeline. Butler for three. Got it! Jared Butler. A straightaway three-pointer with a high arc to it. And an 11-2 scoring run by Philadelphia. Edwards with a shot on the other side, and he's fouled very hard by Bagley. And he'll head on over towards the foul line to shoot a pair of free throws. Jaden McDaniels went to Washington College, just like Markelle Fultz. Didn't really think that we'd bring up his name, but McDaniels drafted back in 2020, was a first-round draft pick, the 28th overall pick. And the first free throw is good by Minnesota. Making now 47-45. Foul shot number 2. He got it. Hit the front of the rim, the back of the rim, and it just got the friendly bounce.
Excellent.
48-45 is the score. Butler again over on the outside, drives it inside, and the ball gets blocked, but it's last touched by Jaden McDaniels. Bernie says they have flashes like this that get me excited for the future of this franchise. We have some young players that have a ton of potential with some stars around them. And we do. I don't disagree with you on that. I don't. My issue is that we're tied to these long-term contracts with Joel Embiid and Paul George. That's the issue that I have. Here's a little two-point shot that's good to make it 48-47. But I agree with you about the young talent. I love Justin Edwards. I am a big fan of Jalen Hood-Schifino. I like his game. I like some of the scrappy guys that we have. I like Guerschon Yabusele. He's not a young guy, but I like some of these dogs that we have. The issue is that we're paying Paul George that much money, and we're paying Embiid that much money. Correct. Also, Embiid medically retiring and the NBA approving it for cap relief. That could happen. I really didn't know. 48-47. The NBA could force him into retirement? First free throws up and in. What's up, Den? How are you, my friend? I played some of your highlights today. And also, great phone call last night, by the way, dude. Second foul shot, no good. And Randall tracks down the rebound, the offensive board for Minnesota. 1 minute left to go in quarter number 2. Another three-point shot, no good by Minnesota. And it was last touched by the T-Wolves. Actually, let's say it was last touched by Butler, really? Yeah. No, but if he retires over his knee, the NBA has to approve it being a legit career-ending injury for us to get cap relief. I see what you're saying. I'm just wondering though, like, why would he retire? Because if he did do that, then he's losing out on money, and that would be so stupid. I just don't know, like, why he would logistically just retire. Because he doesn't have to play another game, and the Sixers could just still play him or pay him. He still gets paid guaranteed money. Got you. Okay, I got you. 50-47. So Gobert made the first foul shot, missed the second free throw. 45 seconds left to go in quarter number 2. Here's again a drive to the basket by Walker. He lays it up and lays it in for the Sixers. Lonnie Walker, the fourth. Give him 11, 3, and 2. Another three-pointer by Minnesota. Bullseye. What a shot. 53-49. Was that Ant-Man? Was that Anthony Edwards that did that? Ew. Disgusting. 8 seconds differentiating the shot clock from the game clock. And now Yabusele looking for a dump off over to Hood-Schifino. Bounce pass back over to Yabu. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. A drive inside by Yabu. He puts it up and puts it in. 53-51 as Rudy Gobert called for the shooting foul. And Guerschon's going to head back on over towards the foul line. And he'll try to make an and one opportunity. So again, Gobert called for the shooting foul. 11 points for Guerschon Yabusele. He's 5 for 8 shooting-wise from the field. Takes 3 dribbles. Open stance on the foul shot. And the shot is off target. Hit the front side of the rim. Rebounded by Minnesota. They'll get one last shot here. 5 seconds left to go. Ant-Man on the drive to the basket. Gets past everybody. And goaltending called. The tip back was good by Rudy Gobert. I saw that they scored 2 points, and I thought maybe they were going to call goaltending first. And nope, Gobert got the offensive rebound off of the missed shot by Anthony Edwards. And Gobert put it up and put it in with 1/10 of a second to go. 55 points for Minnesota, 51 for the 76ers. And they will be back in 10 minutes or so. All right, hit that thumbs up button, baby. And hit that subscribe button as well. Let's go to the monologue screen. I want to say thank you all so much for being on here. Again, doubleheader today. We were late for doing the Sixers game. There's not many of these games left. There's not many left at all. But I do appreciate you all for rocking with me again. This team is giving us nothing good, really. Just overall. You know, we're talking about the Phillies, and we're thinking about all the negative things that the Phillies have dealt with this year. I mean, my gosh. I'm looking at people that are on the chat. We only have like 16 people on here watching it, and I'm not blaming you guys. But that is just so telling. When you have 16 people on the chat compared to like 200 talking about the Phillies. Who wants to talk about this team? Not a lot of people do. But guess what? I still commit myself to doing this because guess what? I keep my word. I do. I keep my word, and that's why we're still doing these games. That's why we're still calling them. And the season's almost done. And hopefully, actually, the bright spot is that we're really close to getting a top 5 draft pick. And I do want to pull up the tank-a-thon standings, which is going to be next right now. tank-a-thon.com. We're going to pull up the standings. We'll do that. Here it is. Okay? Look at these standings right here, folks. The Philadelphia 76ers are just 2 games behind the New Orleans Pelicans for getting the 4th seed in the tank-a-thon race. The Pelicans, if the Sixers lose tonight, they're 1.5 games behind them. Okay? They can still catch them. They can. They can catch them. There's still some ways to go with this. This is game number 78 of the season, and we got 4 more games after this. Meanwhile, the Pelicans have they've played 77 games. So, if we take a look at the schedules, right? We're going to take a look at the schedules for the Pelicans. The Pelicans, right now, we take a look at what's going on down the road for them. Okay, I'll tell you right now. The Pelicans play the Bucks. They play the Bucks on the 6th, and they play them on the 10th. They're the only team that they haven't played throughout this whole entire season. That's really awkward. That's wild. This game is rescheduled. So they are playing the Bucks on the 6th, and then they play the Nets. Oh, man, we might have to be rooting for Brooklyn on Tuesday night. We might actually have to be rooting for Brooklyn on Tuesday night. I'm sorry. We are going to be rooting for the Pelicans to win. Yes, Scott's right. To beat Brooklyn. That's funny. That's really funny. And then they play Milwaukee again. We need to lose the rest of the way, and we need the Pelicans to beat either Milwaukee one time. We need them to beat Brooklyn. That's probably our best shot. They can beat Brooklyn. Can they beat Miami or Oklahoma City? I say no to OKC. I say maybe to Miami. And to Milwaukee twice. It depends on if Giannis is going to play. It depends. It's weird. It's very, very odd. So I'm looking at that. I'm also looking potentially. They're not out of the equation just yet. They're not out of the equation just yet. But I'm also kind of looking at those Charlotte Hornets. Not going to lie. Looking at those Charlotte Hornets. They're an interesting team. They have an interesting schedule coming up right now. The Hornets, okay, they play Chicago, they play Memphis, Toronto, and then they play Boston twice. They play Boston twice. I don't know. I think it's a little bit far-fetched. If we get to the 4 seed, folks, if we can finish as the 4th best in the tank-a-thon race, I'd say that's pretty impressive. I'd say that's pretty good. I do. We got 18 people on here watching. Make sure you guys hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel as well. But yeah, that's where I stand. I'm also trying to take a look at this NCAA scoreboard. It's 64-63. Auburn is down by 1. All right, I'll tell you what. I'm going to take a step off. I will be back in just a few moments. Probably should, stretch because I've been sitting for a while. I'll see you very, very soon. just got word that Justin Edwards is not returning tonight because of a rib contusion. Oh, boy. And it's coming out from all of the 76ers media members. After this, I really do want to go watch that Duke game, my friends. But, yeah. I'm excited. I cannot wait for Duke to play. Florida's taking on Auburn right now. That game is so close, dude. We should probably... Let's just put that on real quick. Let's just put that on. Not even going to do play-by-play. I just want to see what goes on at the end of this game here. How's everybody doing in chat, man? Give me a thumbs up if you're still here. Thank you so much for rocking with me. Really, really appreciate it. We got people tuning in on the vertical stream as well. I want to make sure that I acknowledge all the other people that are there. That's Stoney. I asked Paul George, why did you miss so many threes this year? Oh, dude, I missed that. I'm so sorry. That's a very good question. Scott's giving me a thumbs up. He has the Let's Go Baby emotes. Very nice. Very, very cool. Very, very nice. Florida is up by 1 point. Clayton Jr. has 27 points in this game. I don't doubt that the rib has a contusion or two from this season, but in this case, it's a rib, says Austin. Bro. McCutcheon's coming back to the outfield, really? Neil's still here. What's up, Neil? Neil's still rocking with us. Appreciate it, man. I do. I really appreciate it. That's 7 notifications. It's beautiful. JJ, you're the man. We love you. I love you guys too, man. Seriously. Who's that? There we go. There he is. Okay. Yeah, okay. I had this weird dream last night. You'll see where I'm going with this. Okay? I had this weird dream last night. I was going out. I was with some friends. We went to a bar. There's this bar that I like to go to. It's really close to me. And at the bar, I see this guy. He looks a little bit familiar. Okay? Looks like he's, looks like I've seen him before. Couldn't tell who it was. And I'm talking to him. And I'm like, okay, this guy is tall. This guy has a familiar face, whatnot. This guy looks like he's, it looks like I've seen him before. And out of all people, it was Furkan Korkmaz. Furkan Korkmaz. Furkan was getting these really weird, like, pina colada drinks. Okay, and he had, like, 5. I was like, dude, like, what the heck? No, sorry, not 5. He had 3. Okay, he had 3. They were, like, really, really big drinks. And I'm like, dude, what are you doing? Like, why are you still in Philly? Like, we let you go, like, 3 or 4 years ago, my friend. And he's like, I love this place. I was like, that's wild. That's interesting. You know? Because it seemed like he didn't really like being here. But it was just interesting for sure that I saw Furkan Korkmaz and I did a toast with him in this dream. It was just really bizarre. I can't believe I saw him in that dream. Never would I've ever have thought about Furkan Korkmaz, former 76er player. How did that come up? Don't even know. I don't even know. I bet you that Furkan would actually make more threes than Paul George did this year. Isn't that sad? It's crazy. All right, we start off quarter number 3. Nice. We should have invited him on the show. Oh, wait, I'm dreaming. 57 points, 54. 57 to 54 is the score. Neil, I'm sure that you remember Furkan Korkmaz. 11 points for Rudy Gobert. He was also shooting 5 for 5 from the field. That's a heck of a dream, JJ. Dude, he had like 3 pina coladas. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? Like, aren't you still playing basketball? And he's like, yeah, he said that he was still playing basketball, but he was doing it for the YMCA. That was the funny part. He said he was playing for the YMCA. I was like, damn, like, good for you, man. Like, you know, I'm laughing because it's funny because I don't think that would ever happen. But in the moment, I was like, you know, like, good for you. Like, you know, still playing ball, that type of a thing. But, yeah. No, Furkan Korkmaz. 59 to 54. Here's Lonnie Walker, the 4th, who takes a drive over towards the basket, and he's fouled. He'll go to the line for one more. 59 to 56. And there are some like crazy people that do go over to that bar, like that I do see sometimes, but that was just out of nowhere in this dream. 59 to 56. Plays for the Y. Yeah, I'm still playing for the Y. 59 to 56 is the score. Sixers are down by 3. Got to take care of business, Nick. We got to keep going down. Did it have an umbrella on it? Yeah, I think it was like a red. It was like a red, white, and blue umbrella, of course, because it has to be Sixers related, right? So it was just really weird. And actually, yeah, that's pretty much all I could remember. I play at the Y. That was really the funniest thing. Yabusele will dump it out over to Jared Butler over on the perimeter. Bona rolling towards the basket. They'll kick it out to Walker for a 3. And Lonnie Walker misses it. And Julius Randle tracks down the rebound. Gets the mismatch all over Walker. Goes up with the 2. He's fouled. He makes the 2. And he'll go to the line for one more. They actually called the foul on Grimes. Grimes fouled him right from behind. And then he went up and in over Walker. What a time. I can say in a dream that I got a drink with Furkan Korkmaz. The foul shot is good to make it 62 to 56. Ugh. Apparently, Nick Sirianni was at this bar, and this is true. Sirianni was actually at this bar after the Eagles won the Super Bowl, and I was really pissed that I wasn't told about that because I would have loved to see him. There's a wide open 3-pointer by Conley, and he makes it as he knocks it down 65 to 58. He was low key at this. He was at the bar, and it was like a week. It was the night before the parade. I think it was the night before the parade. Yabu didn't get fouled according to the refs, and it looked like there was a lot of contact there. Dorse, my friend, what's going on, dude? How are you? Shots up, it's no good. What's up, Dorse? Hop over to the C's. C's are taking new fans. I'm serious, JJ. We want you with the C's Nation. Just Dorse. What's up, dude? How are you? Dude, I need to come on and say hi to Go Mike. I just haven't been able to do so because I've been so busy now with baseball. Grimes with a little pass downhill over to Lonnie Walker, and Walker's layup is good. Are there like play-by-play content creators for the Celtics though? In all seriousness, I really appreciate. I appreciate you again for coming on over here. Another steal by Yabusele. Yabu with a little give and go to Butler. He makes the layup, and timeout taken by Finch. See those birds in the chat. Turn to the dark side. Are there any Celtics content creators out there, though? Like, low-key? Because that would be interesting. That would be really wild. That do, like, play-by-play. Maybe what I'll do is I'll start another channel. And I'll call it Celtics play-by-play with JJ. It's funny. Doors is on vertical. Thanks for telling me, Scott. 14, thank you so much for subscribing to the channel, man. Keep it clean, though, dude. That's all I ask. The name sounds troll, but looks can be deceiving. Watch out for trolls. Doris says, yes, join the dark side. Are there, like, I don't know if there's any other people that do, like, Celtics play-by-play. We're going to repeat this year as NBA champs as Doors. Y'all aren't worried about you're not worried about the Cavs? You're not worried about the Thunder? I ain't trying to bring you down, my friend. I'm not trying to bring you down. I know it sounds like it. I'm not trying to do it. But I'm just wondering, do you think about them and go like, or are you like, nah, like, let's bring them on. Bring them on. Bring them out. Bring them out. How do you feel about those Cavs? Those Cavs look sneaky. They do. They look like they're a sly team, but they don't have enough experience, though, like y'all do. You concerned about Jalen, though? Let me know. Let me know down below. I'm ready for this Duke game, man. After this, I really want to go watch it. I do. We've been on here for, what, an hour, 4 minutes? We've been streaming for 5 hours. Yes, 5 hours. Because we did the Phillies game, and then we came right on here. Wilson, now you know what to do. Here come the Philadelphia 76ers. Conley drops it off over to Julius Randle. Randle operating over at the elbow. He'll dump it off to Mike Conley, and he steps back, launches a three. No good. And the ball gets volleyballed into the hands of Adem Bona. 7 minutes and 30 seconds left to go in the third quarter. 65-62 is the score with 7:20 to go. A floater by Butler. Got it to go. Uh-oh, this is getting dicey. This is getting dicey. Oh, boy. JJ, there is a Celtics chat, sports. Oh, I know that. But besides those people, I forgot. Yeah, I know that they have chat sports. Yeah, they got chat sports for the Sixers, too. But besides that, also I realize, you know what, there's not chat sports for baseball. That's interesting. That's probably another reason why they come to us. I just realized that. Edwards spinning. Edwards rolling. Edwards making the layup. It's 67-64. Butler trying to lay it up and in again over Edwards. He got it. Tell you what, Jared Butler's a baller. Can't wait to watch him next year in decent rotation minutes, hopefully, for the Sixers. Edwards again over on the outside, dumps it off over to Gobert. Gobert's floater is good. And it's a 3-point lead for Minnesota, 69-66 with 6 minutes and 20 seconds left in the third quarter. We're not even halfway done this quarter yet. Walker's getting a lot of minutes for the Philadelphia 76ers, so he'll give it back over to Yabusele. Walker lost the ball, and he tries to fight for it over on the ground, and a foul is called. Yeah, that's why they don't. Yeah, I just realized, well, they don't have a baseball channel, so that's part of the reason why I realized that we get our people, because they don't do it for baseball. They do it for the Sixers, they do it for basketball, and they do it for football. I'd like to know what their numbers are this year for basketball, too. There's Butler, who tried to lay down an alley-oop pass, but it was in no man's land. And the ball gets stolen away by Naz Reid. Reid downhill, inside, outside to DiVincenzo for a tray. No. And Adem catches the rebound for the Philadelphia 76ers. 5:40 left to go in the quarter number 3. Butler again. Dribbles it back. Dumps it off over to Lonnie Walker. Walker with a bounce pass to Butler. Butler's layup off the mark. Bona off the putback. Able to rock the rim. I think one day he's going to break that thing. I do. If he puts on a little bit more muscle, he could probably break the rim. I could see that happening. Butler again with a steal. He'll give it over to Quentin Grimes, and Grimes throws it down, and the Sixers take the lead. 70-69 is the score. And 4:55 left to go in the third quarter. All right, come on. This is all fun and games. It's all fun and games, but now we got to get serious. What's up, Clan? HBS, what's up? Did you have a different name before, my friend? Did you have a different name before? 70-69. 4:41 left to go in the third quarter. What's going on, dude? Nope. This is nope. You didn't have a different name before? Why don't I remember giving you the mod test right now? I must be that tired. Oh, boy. Oh, wait, I do remember you. What's up, dude? Of course I remember you now. Oh, my gosh. Maybe I'm dreaming again. I had a dream. Clan HBS, I was telling them I had a dream that I actually had a drink with, I had a drink with a guy that I recognized and I didn't know who it was, but it was Furkan Korkmaz. They say he's playing for the Y, but he still loves being in Philadelphia, which is really weird. Furkan Korkmaz. He had like 3 pina coladas with him. There's Rudy Gobert over at the foul line. I know. Furkan Korkmaz. Rockies just turned a triple play. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. 5, 4, 3. They did it against the A's. Wow. It's pretty cool. You don't see those happen. It might be becoming more common, though, now. Rockies just turned 3. Gobert, foul shot. Good. 71-70. 4 minutes and 22 seconds to go in quarter number 3. Yabusele dumps it off over to Jared Butler. Butler back to Walker on a fake dump-off pass and another foul called. That's going to go against Minnesota. Clan HBS is a wall. Hit the like button, baby. And subscribe to the channel. We go live for Sixers, Phillies, and Eagles games. Of course, the Sixers aren't getting any buzz, and we understand why, but we appreciate each and every one of you for being on here. We do. Butler with a pass, and it goes off the foot of Naz Reid. Just hit his shoe top. Have a great rest of your day, my friend. Dude, I appreciate you for stopping by. You're the GOAT. You are. MVP. It's great. It's such a great chant. I love crowd chants like that. It gets the juices flowing. It just does. Yabusele on the drive to the basket. Cruise it down. Guerschon Yabusele with a 2. And he gets a standing ovation from Andre Drummond. What an explosive day by him. Edwards exploding to the rim on the other side, again past Yabu, and now he's talking that talk. He's talking that smack. Butler layup inside, no good. And a rebound by Julius Randle as he comes charging on in. Randle trying to buzz his way downhill. He'll kick it out to Nickel Alexander-Walker. One more to Reed for a 3, and it's way too short. Yabu gets tripped up in traffic, lost the ball, gives it back over to Jalen Hood-Schifino, and they'll reset Lonnie Walker the 4th at the top of the key. Walker to Yabu. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Walker again. ISO basketball. He'll try to kick it out, and there is a foul called. Let's go, Gators! Did they win? Did they win? Oh, there's 5 seconds left to go. There's still 5 seconds left. And I cannot wait to watch the Duke game. I cannot wait. There's a foul called on Johnny Broom. 73-73. Man, the Gators have put up more points than even the 76ers have. Pretty insane. They called a foul on Johnny Broom. Thomas Howe just missed the free throw for Florida. Oh, that game ain't even over. DiVincenzo for 3 from Minnesota. Count it. He got it. Over on the far wing at 76-74. And 2 minutes and 50 seconds left. Howe just made another free throw, and it's a 6-point game. Auburn, I'm sure, is going to take a timeout here, right? They called a foul on Alex Condon. Why would he foul there? That's stupid. All right, let's go. All right, timeout. Timeout taken. All right, what's going on here? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Why would you foul there? Why would you foul there? Excuse me. Sorry. He fouled him. What's he doing? That looks like, actually, when we were looking at the replay, it looks like it was a good block. Was there a little bit of contact? Yeah. They just reviewing this? Alex Condon fouled out with 1 point. Actually, it wasn't really a bad foul. But I could argue that that wasn't even a foul. Jane, you watching the game? Was that a foul to you? I didn't think it was a foul. Tahad Pettiford with the first free throw. Got it. Jane says yes. Wait, hold up. What's Hoff? How do you pronounce it, JJ? My mom says Hoff. I pronounce it Hawk. That looked like it was a foul. Who's Hoff? 77-73. The Gators are going to try to play keep away. They do. What's Auburn doing? They're not fouling just yet, and now they finally do foul with 12.7 seconds left to go. Wait, Hoff. Oh, Thomas Hoff. Yeah, Thomas Hoff. Okay, got it. I will look up the pronunciation for you right now. It's Hawk. It is Hawk. You're right. Foul shot, no good. Offensive rebound by Florida. And 9.6 seconds left to go. Yup. Hawk Tua. You think that she was like... You think that she was ready for that moment? You think that that was scripted? Do you think that was scripted? The Hawk Tua thing? All right, 77-73. All right, that game's done. Let's go back to real basketball. I'm just kidding, Jay. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I do want to see Duke tonight, but I'm just messing with you. Yeah. 76-74. No, absolutely not, but it went viral so fast. It did. That's why I'm asking. That's exactly why I'm asking. All right, what, 79-73. No, it was just dumb, though. Here's a pull-up three-pointer. That's not even close. And Florida is going to the championship. They got it. They win in San Antonio, and they will face either Duke or Houston. Wow. The Gators got it. Now back to the real NBA. Even though the NBA, honestly, I'll tell you this, college basketball is better than this NBA stuff right now. 77-74. And the ball gets thrown out of bounds. The Thunder are by far in first place. That is like, they're not even close to the rest of the pack. Not even close. It's funny. We still got 2 minutes left in this third quarter. We do. 77 points to 74. Philadelphia down by 3. Hood Schifino has it. Tries to drive it inside. Puts up a floater. No. Offensive rebound by Castleton. And Castleton's layup is good. Maybe this Castleton guy might be something. He played some good minutes with Toronto. I got 20 more if I pick and win the Final Four. So that's 70 from a $10 bet. Dude, that's sick. Root for Jane, so that way she can still be. So that way she can. So that way Jane can still become. Still, I can't speak tonight. I'm so sorry. I can't speak. So that way Jane can still be a member. That's what I was trying to say. But yes, that's awesome though. Seriously, that's really awesome. I really hope that you get that for yourself. Seriously. Foul shot is good. It's 79-76. Hood Schifino has the ball at the Spectrum sign. Over at the logo. They'll dump it off over to Guerschon Yabusele. It's 79-76. When are the Sixers going to play in another meaningful basketball game? It feels like never. Grimes with a 2. No. Offensive rebound is good. And the putback is good, too, by Hood Schifino. We don't want them to be close in this game, though. We just don't. It's 79-78. 55 seconds left to go. Naj Reid on a layup. He puts it up, and he puts it on in. It's 81-78. Man, the Sixers are playing spoiler here with Minnesota. Guerschon Yabusele dumps it back off over to Grimes, and Grimes' layup, he got it. 43 seconds left to go in this third quarter, and the Sixers only down by 1 point. Dante DiVincenzo again driving inside. It's blocked by Yabu. Sixers have the ball. Grimes to Yabu, and Yabu throws it down with the hammer. 82-81, and the Sixers have the lead. 24.6 seconds left to go in this third quarter. And that is the second time that the Sixers have taken the lead today. They've got to lose. It's 82-81. 10 seconds left to go. And so Alexander Walker goes to the top of the key, finds Dante DiVincenzo, and DiVincenzo is able to make the layup. The ball does almost get stolen, and it heads out of bounds. Last touch by Julius Randle. 83-82. And they will inbound it, and that will do it to end the third quarter. That actually almost went in too, but it wouldn't have counted. So the Sixers are down by 1 as they go into the fourth frame. And just for Jane, because her Gators won, we got to celebrate. Let's go. Let's go, Jane. Let's go, Jane. Congratulations. Did Jane hear that? I hope Jane was here for that. Damn. Maybe she left after I said the comments about the membership stuff. I hope she didn't take offense to that. I am rooting for Jane. Let's go. Go Gators, baby. The historic season for the Auburn Tigers, comes to an end. There's the Crocs. Or sorry, they're not Crocs. What is the... I've always wondered, and I'm going to look this up right now. Alligators have a wider U-shaped snout, while crocodiles have a narrower V-shaped snout. I really did not know that. I really did not know. Damn, did Jane leave? I was really proud of her Gators. I was really proud of the Gators. $83 points for this Minnesota Timberwolves. Now I'm sad. Jane left. 83-82. Minnesota is up by 1. We start off quarter number 4. What's going to happen here? Minnesota has it. Conley gives it back over to Anthony Edwards, and the layup is good. It's now 85-82. This is going to be a heck of a game. I cannot wait to watch this. Hood Schifino takes it over towards the elbow. The shot is up, and it's good. That makes it 85-84. Again, Naz Reid with a step back tray. Off the mark. And rebound hauled on in by Quentin Grimes. Grimes at the top of the key. Throws it over to Walker. Lonnie Walker, the fourth. A dump-off pass over to Castleton. They dump it back off over to Grimes. Grimes with some space for a three-pointer. Got it. Quentin Grimes giving the Sixers a 2-point lead and makes it 87-85. And they lead it by 2 points. 10:50 left in this fourth quarter. And the Sixers down by 2. Edwards for 2. No. And the rebound is taken again by Quentin Grimes. It's 87-85. Grimes isos, takes it over towards the elbow. Now drives it inside, kicks it out to Jalen Hood-Schifino. And Hood-Schifino trying to get a screen set by Castleton, maneuvers over towards his right. There's 5 seconds left on the shot clock. He'll go towards the elbow, puts up an elbow J. Close but no cigar. Oof. 87-85 with 10:10 to go in quarter number 4. Still plenty of basketball left. Conley, being a savvy veteran that he is, ties this knot at 87 apiece. Conley with the beautiful assist from Nickel Alexander Walker. Grimes again looking to try to get some space, puts up a three-pointer, and it's way too strong. He was not even close to being set, and he forced that shot a mile away. Edwards, wide open space for 3. Too easy for Ant-Man. But they're not going to call it. I think that they're going to call it back, and they're going to say travel. Get your Crocs out here, mate. We're the Gators here. Oh, we were celebrating for you, Jane. We were celebrating. We played the Zombie Nation song for you. We'll do it again. At least that's what I'm hearing. Yeah, I like Grimes a lot, too. They got to sign him back, though. They can max his contract. He's an RFA, so that's a restricted free agent. So they have a right to match whatever other teams give them. Catch and shoot 3 by Walker. No good. And defensive rebound by Rudy Gobert. So the knot is tied. 87-87 is the score, and 9:10 to go. Edwards, another three-pointer, killed it! Anthony Edwards going off like a microwave scorer. And he's now 4 for 9 from 3. He just takes on over in the fourth. Grimes on the drive inside. Lays it up. Can't lay it on in. Good defense by Gobert. Rebound by Nickel Alexander Walker. All hands on deck for Ant-Man. Ant-Man for 3 again. He got it. He's just that good. Timeout by Philadelphia. Anthony Edwards trying to put the Sixers to bed and put them in a grave. 93-87 is the score. All right. Let's celebrate again for those Gators for Jane. Come out, alligators. Come on. Come on. There they are. Let's go. But it was the Gator Rock. Sick. 93-87. Anthony Edwards is just him. He is, I love Tyrese Maxey in that draft. The fact that we were able to take him at number 21 is ridiculous. But there is no doubt that the best player of that draft in 2020 was Anthony Edwards. And it's not even close. I love Tyrese Maxey, though. I like Tyrese Halliburton. But, Tyrese Maxey is probably the third best player out of that draft. And we got him at 21. Do you realize how high value that is? It's their first Final Four since 2014. Final Four or more. Ooh. Final Four and more. Yeah. Oh, I got to do a redirect. Uh-oh. I forgot. I got to do a redirect after this stream is done. I want you all to go hang out with Rising Rhino because he's back on. So let's do that right now. Let's do that. Okay. We'll do a redirect after the stream to Rising Rhino. Rising and shining with Rising Rhino. Where is he? Where's the redirect? Where is it? Where is it? Wait, which one is the vertical stream? He doesn't label it. Okay, there it is. All right, Sixers, let's get back to business. 93-87 is the score. Anthony Edwards with 27 points. He's 9 for 16 shooting-wise from the field and 4 for 9 from downtown. Walker over to Yabusele, who drives it inside. Kicks it out to Castleton. Wide open three-pointer by Cowan. Can't get it. And the rebound goes off the hands of Edwards, and it's still going to be Philadelphia basketball, I believe. Are they going to say foul called? Let's get back to the tanking. But looking good while doing it. I agree. That's tough. It deflected off of Edwards, though. Wide open three by Hood-Schifino. No. And rebound goes to Mike Conley. I still can't believe that he's still playing at a high level in the league. You know? Had a very, very good career, Mike Conley. Bounce pass over to Anthony Edwards. Edwards in between the circles. He has taken over the fourth quarter. He'll step back. He wants to cross over. 4 seconds left on the shot clock. He'll dish it out over to Naz Reid. The ball goes out of bounds. Bad pass. And it's Sixers basketball. 7 minutes and 52 seconds to go in quarter number 4. Yabusele gets it over towards the logo and dumps it back over to Lonnie Walker the fourth. Walker getting a screen set by Yabu, and now it's Hood-Schifino who has it. Takes it towards the elbow, tries to kick it out to Walker. Walker just caught it. It went off of his hand. Castleton floater inside, too strong. Yabu on the second try, no good. And Rudy Gobert finally corrals the rebound. Edwards gets it pickpocketed from Jalen Hood-Schifino, but he still somehow, someway gets it back. Edwards trying to step back all over Yabusele. The ball gets fumbled and stolen by the Sixers, but stolen back again by Anthony Edwards. And they're going to call a foul right before the ball was stolen back. 7 minutes and 8 seconds left to go in this fourth quarter. The Sixers have put up just 7 points in this quarter. 5 points, that is, in this quarter. I had to squint my eyes, like Daryl Morey said once upon a time. Sometimes you just got to squint your eyes to see if this is still a championship team. Am I right? Sometimes I just enjoy screaming at my TV. How do you think I feel? Here's a three-point shot by Naz Reid. It's no good. I like to yell at my TV. I don't do it that often, but when I'm not watching Sixers games, I do it sometimes. Yabusele down low again over on the block, being double-teamed. He's looking to pass it over to Jalen Hood-Schifino for a three. No good. He chucked it up from another area code. And the rebound again goes to Rudy Gobert. A 10-0 run by Minnesota. The T-Wolves, they're not the Gators, but they're playing like the Gators in the fourth quarter. Here's Edwards, another three-pointer. No. Gobert on the follow-through. Nobody could block him out. Nobody could box him out. And Rudy Gobert makes it look so easy as 1, 2, 3. As he got the rebound and put it back up and put it on in. Sixers get the ball blocked on the other side, rejected by Rudy Gobert. He's a defensive player of the year, Rudy Gobert. Edwards loses the ball, but of course they're going to call a foul. as Anthony Edwards gets fouled. He gets fouled a lot this year, and he just has that whistle. Dembona is the one who gets called for committing the foul. How many blocks does Rudy Gobert have in this game? I'll answer that. I got it. 1 second. It's coming. It's still coming. 3 blocks and 17 rebounds. How much? Here's the question. Here's the money line question for y'all. How much have the Sixers gotten out-rebounded tonight? 42-31.
Excellent.
Timeout taken, 96-87. Oof. It's wild. What a troll. I'm so troll. Sam Urson just let up a goal, and it's now 1-1 in the third period. Sometimes I just enjoy yelling at the TV. That's why it sucks that I can't watch any Sixers games. Sometimes I wake up in the morning and thinking that it's 2026, and then I'm sadly disappointed and ask myself why I thought was this 2026, because the Sixers team sucks. That's why. Jay, and Jay, and you missed this. I'll say this to you again. I'll say this to you though. But I was telling Neil and I was telling Scott that I had a dream before that that I was at a bar. I was at like this bar that I go to, and I recognized this guy. I didn't know who it was. Okay, I had no idea. I couldn't put my finger on who it was. And this guy was tall, and he looked familiar. And it was Furkan Korkmaz, who was a shooter that the Sixers had that they thought was going to be like this like 3-point assassinator type of a shooter back in like 2017 and they had him for a while. It was like from 20. Oh, Neil, was he like with the team from like 2016 to 2020? He was here for a while. He was, but he had like 48 or 50 points or something like that in a summer league game. And then he just never panned out. He was a terrible 3-point shooter. It was such a liability on defense. And I saw him in the dream, and he had like 3 pina coladas, and he was still in the Philadelphia area because he was like, I like this area, even though Philadelphia never really embraced him. And he said, the funny part about this was that he said that he was still playing basketball, but he was playing for the YMCA. It's just funny to me. So it was playing for the Y. It never gets old. I'm sorry. And I thought it was being real. Like in the dream, I wasn't laughing. I was like, dude, congrats. Like that's, awesome that you're still playing ball, that type of a thing. But I don't know. Like my man's like what in his 30s now. That's awesome. Did you punch him in the face? No. Do I have a nerve to do that? Probably not. Probably, no, I don't. That's not in my DNA. It's fun to be at the YMCA. It's fun to stay at the YMCA. 97-87. 6 minutes left to go. He said he plays for the YMCA. It's just funny. Oh, you gotta laugh. You gotta laugh, man. Butler again over at the elbow. Yeah, 2017. Okay, yeah. Do the play-by-play. I could have been like, so wait, do you guys need play-by-play announcers? I could have said that in the dream. 97-89. Is the score. It's an 8-point ball game with 5.5 minutes left to go. Here's a Randall on the drive to the basket, and Rudy Gobert gets his 200th rebound of the ball game, and he still makes a layup out of it. Just kidding, that wasn't 200. It was just his 18th rebound. But still, it feels like he has 200. Grimes over to Adem Bona. And Bona looking to pass it out to somebody. It's a 10-point lead, and here's a shot that's no good. And another foul called against Minnesota. It's wild. Fun to stay at the YMCA. I can't wait till I play at the YMCA again or rec center if I can afford, but probably not. Still play at the Y. It never gets old. That's like, imagine like Roman Quinn still saying like, yeah, like I play baseball, but like I'm playing at like the I'm playing at the park. Like Roman Quinn. That would be funny if he asked you to be his play-by-play announcer. That would be really funny. That would have been hilarious in the dream. Yo, can you call play-by-play for us? I saw that you were doing it for the Sixers. You should be our play-by-play announcer. I would actually take him up on that. Gobert's shot is up. No good. Rebound by Edwards. Edwards for three. No. And another offensive rebound by Gobert again, and he throws it down like he's Ralph Sampson for those Houston Rockets with the Twin Towers. It's 101-90, and the shot is up, and it's no good. Rudy Gobert is like celebrating like he won a championship. Dude, it's the Sixers. Calm down. And he just jammed his... Oh, man. I'm not laughing, but... He just injured his finger after hanging onto the rim like that. See, man, come on. Come on, dude. Ouch. That does hurt. Like when you put it down like that. But his finger is hurt. Oh boy. And it's 101-90. I think we're gonna have a timeout taken, and we are. Is what, 19 rebounds? When was the last time he had 19 rebounds, dude? He actually had 18 against the Brooklyn Nets. He had 25 against the... okay. Okay, you had 25 against the Pistons. He had 13 against the Suns. Let's talk about decent teams, though. How many did you have against the Denver Nuggets? Up just 10. Like, hi, JJ. I used to play pro baseball, relief pitcher for one season. Now I play T-ball with 6-year-olds. You want to come hang out with us sometime? Let me buy you a Bud Light. Dude, first and foremost, around kids, what the freak? Would I be drinking around the kids? Hell no. I don't want to be a bad influence. But that would be funny. That is exactly what it is like. It is exactly what it's like. Yo, by the way, like, I'm playing at the Y. Like, do you like want to come call our games? I'd be like, yeah, sure. If it's the right situation. Oh boy, we got breaking news. Kawhi Leonard is playing his first back-to-back games of the season. That's actually really nice. Good for Kawhi. What are we challenging here? What the heck is Nick Nurse even challenging? No, I'm meeting you in the bar. Yeah. That's right. I also got breaking news. Kyle Kuzma's a bum. Yeah, people wanted him. Remember that? People wanted him at the deadline, Jen Will. They wanted him at the deadline. Do you remember that? I don't want him. Oh, he'd be a great fit with Joel Embiid. Absolutely. No way. No how. we challenging? Let's just get the game over with. I want to watch the Duke game with my friends. All right, what's the call? The foul's on the goal. What the? That was like, my man was like giving a speech. What the heck did he say? What you know what's funny? The Sixers have actually been successful with their challenges when they're not trying to win. Isn't that funny? I think that's actually more so sad. They're trying to challenge if one of his family members is impregnated by Anthony Edwards. Oh, gosh. Come on, keep it clean. Keep it clean. That's all I ask. All I ask is just to keep it clean. That's it. There's Maxey. Maxey's not playing. I mean, he's walking like he's just. It's just not. I don't know. Grimes will be the inbounder here for the Sixers. Grimes will inbound it over to Butler. Butler takes it over towards the far side. And he dumps it off over to guerschon Yabusele. And the layup, it was contested, but he still got it. All right, come on. Please do not do this to me. It's 101-92. 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter, but it's the truth. Where do you see Minnesota ending at? That's true. That's a good point. You're right. I don't even know if they get past the first round. There's a shot that's up and it's no good. There's another shot that's up and Julius Randle buys in on a pump fake from Adem Bona. I'll tell you this, and he's fouled, by the way. Adem Bona, the one thing I do need to see him working on during the offseason, and I'm not joking about this, I need him to work more on rebounding. I do. The fact that he's getting boxed out like by Julius Randle is not good. He had like 27 points the other day and only 6 rebounds. I need him. Not telling you that he can't do it because he can. And I want to see how he does during the offseason. But I'd like to see him get more muscle and be able to box guys out better. That's something that he has to do a better job at. And tracking down rebounds. That needs to be a part of his game. Celtics and OKC for the finals. Bet me. That's a hot take. What a hot take. Butler over at the top of the key. It's 102-92. Grimes has it in between the circles. Launches a 3. Uh-oh, he got it. It's a 7-point game with 3:24 left to go. Do not do this to me. Do not do this to me, please. Don't scare me. We got to catch the Pelicans. I need us to get the best chance at getting this draft pick, please. And thank you. I love Quentin Grimes. I love it when the team is trying. But the last thing I need is for this team to not get a top 7 draft pick because they don't end in the 4 spot and they don't have an increased something just happens in the tank-a-thon, in the lottery, whatever you call it. Jeez. Okay, you're right, JJ. OKC and the Cavs in the finals. OKC and the Cavs. Ooh. I'm sure that one of our Boston fans that was on here a little bit ago would probably not be happy to hear that. That's okay. He wanted me to join the dark side. And I said, heck no. But I did ask if there were actually any other Boston Celtics play-by-play announcers out there besides, I didn't say besides Chat Sports, but Scott did say Chat Sports was one. Never know. Maybe OKC ends up being the Spurs from 2014 or 15 when they went 60-plus wins. That's true. They could lose to the Lakers. I could see that. Fix it. OKC Pistons finals. Yeah. 102.95. All right. Step back 2 by Randall. Got it. Let's go. It's 104-95 with 3:05 left to go in the fourth quarter. 3:03 left. Oh boy. Grimes back over to Yabusele. Yabu dumps it off over to Butler. Butler's at the nail. Butler to Grimes. Grimes for 3. It's up and in. Put him on the bench. What are you doing, Nick? 104-98. He's too hot. Cool him down. Put him on the bench. 2.5 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. And Nico Alexander-Walker lost the ball. It's taken back, though, by Julius Randle. 2:25 left to go. Randle for 2. No. Fasten the seatbelts. Oh, boy. 2:22 left to go in the fourth quarter. Grimes going over towards the nail. Zigzagging. Puts up a three-pointer. Got it! Quentin Grimes! He has scored the last 9 points for the Sixers. And it's 104-101 with 2 minutes left to go. A 12-5 run by Philadelphia, and really a 9-0 run thanks to Quentin Grimes. Here's another 3 by Minnesota. No. The Sixers can tie it with a 3 or cut it to 1 with a 2. Yabu gets hacked, and I think he was fouled. 1:45 left to go. Take him out now, please. You're watching any of the Final Four games? Well, one of them was on right now. Ugh. Take him out, please. Chair, sit him down. Come on. 104-101. Yabu's at the line. 1:45 left to go. Foul shot. It's good. I'm sure that James would love to be yelling at the TV right now. 23 points by Grimes. And yet they're still playing him. They got to lose this. (104-102). Quantum Grimes is making me rip up my game story, says Austin Krell. The foul shot by Yabu, we got it. And it's a 1-point game. 104-103. And Alexander Walker sitting on up. Give Grimes the super max. Ay, ay, ay. Both teams have 2 timeouts left. And what are they reviewing here? Pistons can't beat the Cavs. We can't beat the Timberwolves, please. Please. If we win tonight, we're not good. Bye-bye to the 4 seed. They're looking to see if this is an offensive foul on Bona. Yelled him like right in the face. Off of the rebound by Alexander Walker was trying to go to the cup. It's an official review here. OKC is like how the Sixers want to be next year. Flyers giving up goals. That's in their DNA. Again, Urson's a backup. He's not a good starting goalie. All right, what's the call here? It's 104-103. Of course we would win this, is Bernie. Yeah. I'm going to be so annoyed. I just wanted to watch the Duke game. And I knew something like this was going to happen. Let's go 76ers. Let's go. Sorry, Tourette's is a horrible thing. 29-23. Edwards has 29 points. Grimes has 23. I'll tell you this. Like, low-key, I want the T-Wolves to lose because they're being frauds. But we got one job. Is Grimes out there? Yes. Conley has it. Dumps it off over to Edwards. Edwards with a bounce pass to Conley. Conley to Randall on the near corner. Randall inside outside to Mike Conley. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. A dump off pass over to Edwards. Edwards for three. Yes! Anthony Edwards with a huge three. And it's 107 to 103. Grimes inside. Puts up a shot. No. And he gets tripped up and stomped on. Uh-oh. And he sits on up. Edwards is down, though. That was a bad collision. Edwards rolling on over, and he does get helped up by his teammates. Thank gosh. I knew I liked Anthony Edwards with a clutch shot. Again, stepping into stride and nailing a three-pointer from the top of the perimeter. He says, I still got it in him. I still got it in me. It's 107-103. T-Wolves have the ball. 1 minute left to go. Edwards, floater. Yes! Edwards taking on over. And give him now 34 points. That guy is a max level type of a player for sure. It's 109 to 103. Walker gets trapped and a foul is called with 49.5 seconds left to go. Even the fans that are left there are shaking their heads. It's so puzzling. It really is. It's so confusing. Like, we're not going to put in Jeff Doughton Jr. I want to watch Duke. First foul shot by Walker, no good. It's 109 to 103. I think that we're fine now. But I say that, and yet this team just gives me trauma. They just do. Foul shot number 2 by Walker. He got it. By the way, Minnesota still has 2 timeouts left. So do the Sixers. It's 109 to 104. The T-Wolves lost the ball. Grimes with a 2. It's good. Oh, my gosh. T-Wolves will inbound it. Edwards has it. Edwards throws it over to Alexander Walker. They try to play keep away. Gobert with a slam downhill. He got it. It's 111 to 106. Grimes has it again over at the top of the key. Launches a 3. Are you kidding me? 111 to 109. 32 seconds left to go. And the refs are going to review this. Are they going to call a challenge here? I don't know what's going on. Are they going to say offensive foul? What's the call? It's 111 to 109. I don't know what they were reviewing to see if he was over the line or what. Jeez. All right, 111 to 109. Randall has it. Grimes tried to steal it. Randall will dump it off over to Alexander Walker, and they'll dump it back off over to Anthony Edwards. The Sixers, I'm surprised that they're not fouling here. They throw it over towards Randall's way. Randall almost lost it. It almost went out of bounds. And Grimes got called for a foul with 14.5 seconds left to go. Jeez. 111 to 109, Sixers down by 2. And Grimes complaining that he did not even commit a foul there. Randall literally lost the ball, and then somehow, someway he caught it right by the baseline. Right by the baseline. How did he lost it? It was a bad pass by Anthony Edwards. And then Randall couldn't catch it. It slipped right through his hands. And then the ball didn't even go out of bounds. It was so close to hitting the white chalk. And then he was able to corral it. And the Sixers are going to challenge this? Or is this a Minnesota challenge? What challenge are we doing here? It looks like the Sixers are going to challenge. Yeah, they're challenging to see if whether or not this is a foul. What are we doing? Oh my gosh, Nick Nurse. I swear, get him off my team, please. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done with Nick Nurse. Somebody, please help me. Somebody just, like, get him off my team, please. 28 points with 14 and a half seconds left to go for Quentin Grimes. He's not benching him. He's not sitting him. What are we doing? We got to get this pick. Oh, my gosh. And yet he's challenging this. Oh, my gosh. It's Minnesota ball. What are we doing? The heart attack Sixers. He elbowed him. I don't know why you would challenge this. He doesn't want to lose. They're just so bad that they're just losing. And yet, he's trying to win. I'm done. Get him off my team. This is the final straw I've had with Nick Nurse. This is it. They're still checking this out, too. Again, when they're trying to win, they're unsuccessful with these challenges, but when they're trying to lose, they are. There was contact by both players. It's going to be Minnesota basketball. It's overturned to a no call. What the hell? And the challenge is successful. And the Sixers get a timeout back too, right? $14 and a half left on the game clock. 6 left on the shot clock. It's 111 to 109. He has to have more situations. Thank you. Somebody with common sense. Yes. Conley will inbound it here. I'm like trying not even to yell. Conley's going to try to inbound it. And timeout called. That was almost an 8-second violation. Duke didn't even start yet, right? Is Duke on? Duke score. They're not even starting yet. What's going on? Why is there a delay? They're probably waiting for this game to be over so that way they're like, you know what? Like, we want Sixers fans to be able to watch this guy because they're trying to get him. It just started. They're probably like, you know what, Sixers, like, we think that you're going to finish, and we want you guys to watch Cooper Flag because you guys have a lot of scouts there tonight. We make more money that way, but now we're going to miss the very beginning minutes of this. It's beautiful. It's unbelievable. Minnesota still has one timeout left. Can we just take Grimes out? We're challenging plays within like 15 seconds to go. It would have been their ball. And it actually, thanks to the NBA not like posting results or whatever to calls, it was a non-call. Edwards gets the inbound here. Edwards has it. 8 seconds left to go. Shots up, and he got it! That was with 2 defenders in his face! And it's 114 to 109! The shot clock was expiring. He had 2 defenders on him! And he just made it from the near wing with the shot clock expiring, and he has the pistol. He has the pistol celebration going on for him. Oh my gosh. It's taken Anthony Edwards and his heroics. Look at Alex Rodriguez is in the building. The owner of the franchise. I'm sure that Josh Harris wouldn't even travel with the team to even go watch their games. Dude, he had 2 defenders in his face. 2 defenders in his face and just made the most ridiculous shot. 2 guys on him, shot clock winding down, and he not only made it, he swished it. He got it off. Only Commanders games for Harris. Yeah, he doesn't travel with the Devils either, does he? The Sixers fans heartbroken. It's okay. It's okay because we're going to try to get a top pick. It's okay. You don't have to feel sad. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. 114, 109, 7.3 seconds left to go. And the ball gets inbounded over to Yabusele. Yabu for 3. No, it's short. And it's rebounded by Minnesota, and that's going to wrap it up. The tank-a-thon still continues for the Philadelphia 76ers. Let's go. Let's go. They had a strong effort. They showed fight. But my gosh, again, I want Nick Nurse gone. I just do. I'm not mad at Quentin Grimes. Not mad at the other players for trying. I love Quentin Grimes. But again, franchise awareness. Okay? Franchise awareness, dude. It took Ant-Man's heroic 3-pointer at the very end with the shot clock expiring with 2 guys on him. It took a prayer for the Sixers to hang on and lose. Wow. It's insane. Good loss. We're getting that lottery win, man. Yep. All right, one more thing before we go. Time to look at the standings. The tank-a-thon standings, baby. We're going to refresh it. It's probably not going to... They won't update it. But guess what? We're so close to number 4. We're so close. We can still catch New Orleans. I need us to get that 4th pick. I need us to get that 4th pick, dude. I need us to finish in that 4 spot. Please. We are now 1.5 games behind New Orleans. It did not update yet. It did not update. But that's fine. We are 1.5 games behind New Orleans. So that's good. Very, very good. All right, we lasted 2 hours and 10 minutes. Sixers just put me through heck and back. Oh, man. Anthony Edwards was getting the MVP chance. He was getting the MVP chance. I think everybody's on board. I do. I think everybody's on board with this. He was getting the MVP chance tonight in those last couple of seconds. That's beautiful. Great. Good for him. Good for him. That was awesome. Okay. All right. I'm going to get going. He was getting the MVP chance tonight at the Wells Fargo Center. That's really funny. I think that's hilarious. I do. All right. Anybody on vertical that I missed? That I missed tonight? I don't think so. Scott Superman, what's going on, man? Brandon says the Pirates are the worst franchise. What's up? It's Micah. Appreciate you guys so much for being on here. All right, I'm done. That's it. That's all she wrote. Signing off. See you all tomorrow afternoon for the Phillies finale. All right? Time to go watch the game. All right. Bye-bye. See you all on the next one.